Let's have a look at the most successful people in the world. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett, J.K. Rowling, APJ Abdul Kalam, Dhirubhai Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, and so many others. When you hear these names, do you want to be like them? Do you want to get to their level as well? And do you wish that your name also comes in this list? In the list of the most massively successful people in the world? I'm sure you do. We all want that. I want that, and you do as well. But are all of us willing to give in the efforts and to walk through the process that has taken these people there? I don't think so. Because we are always on the lookout for shortcuts. We are always looking for ways through which we can skip a step, through which we can jump ahead quickly. But that is not the way it works. We know Amazon to be a big e-commerce brand today, but it started all the way back in 1995, almost 26 years ago. And at that time, it was just a simple bookstore. It started picking up, it started growing slowly and slowly. And if Jeff Bezos was like, I don't want to go through this process, I want a shortcut, he would not have been able to take Amazon to the level at which it is today. Microsoft, we know it as the big tech company. It has given us the Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, the tools we use almost every day, Windows, all of these things. But it started all the way back in the 1980s, where it built computers, where it gave software, and that's how it grew into the giant it is today. Warren Buffett started investing all the way back in 1952, almost 70 years ago. And from that time, he is growing and he has been doing so many things that have gotten him to that level where he is today. Dhirubhai Ambani also struggled a lot. He went through years and years of process, and that is how he made Reliance into such a big company, one of the biggest companies in India. That is what you need to understand. Shortcuts will never lead you to success. Shortcuts will only delay your success and they'll take you away from the path. But let's just take a moment to understand what shortcuts really are. Because we hear this term a lot. We know that we shouldn't take them, but often we end up falling for them. Do you want to make money? Of course you do. You want to be a crorepati, you want to be a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire. And imagine that you get this text message. It says, congratulations, you have won this lottery numbered. There's a number ahead and your bank account is going to be credited with 5 crore rupees. Please send us your details here and we'll transfer the amount. You're so excited. You're like, yeah, I won this lottery. I'm so lucky. I'll be rich now. You send your details, everything happens, they communicate a bit to and fro, and finally they say thank you for all the details and we'll transfer your money by tomorrow, and by the time you wake up the next day your bank account is wiped out. This happens with many people. Many people think that by getting these SMS and getting these messages they will be able to get that shortcut and get that head start by getting so much money and doing all of those things, and it does not work that way. If you fall for shortcuts, you'll end up paying a much bigger price. Instead of making your fortune through that SMS, you will actually turn into SMS, a sad, miserable and serious person. And I'm sure you don't want that kind of life. You are looking for shortcuts so that you can escape from that kind of life. But if you actually fall for these shortcuts, you'll become SMS. Sad, miserable and serious. You don't have to be that way. It can change. And that is by not falling for shortcuts. And so from this example, we understood that shortcuts are simply a short path. Like let's say that you have this big road, you're going from point A to point B and it is 100 kilometers, but with a little diversion you're going to cover that same distance in 75 kilometers. You'll take that path, you'll reach faster. And that is like you're skipping the 25 kilometers and directly getting to your destination. That is what shortcuts are. But in the journey to success, taking shortcuts will never help you. Why? Because to get to that level, you need a certain level of experience. You need a certain taste of failure. You need to have tasted failure to understand and know what it is like to taste success. You need to get that feeling. You need to feel what it is like to feel defeated at difficult moments, to know what is it like to feel victorious at the best moments. That is why the whole journey is important. If you go 100 kilometers from point A to point B on a single highway, you will get there. Some time or the other, you will get there and you know that it is certain. But if you take a shortcut that is going to reduce 25 kilometers, you actually may end up somewhere else if you don't know the path, and that will end up costing you more time than you may have thought of before. Keep this in mind. Shortcuts are never going to help you because they are just simple schemes. They are just, simple things that never lead to success. So now that we know what shortcuts are, we need to know exactly why do we need to avoid them. Imagine that you're in the first grade. You have given your exam and you have passed, and now they put you directly in the 12th grade. You won't understand a single term of what is being talked about. You won't understand biology, chemistry, physics, accounting, and all of those things. There's a reason why there is a whole process from first grade to 12th grade. And the process exists because you need to develop that kind of mindset. You need to develop that kind of required ability and capability to understand what is being talked about at the 12th level. If you are at the first level in your field and you want to get into the top-notch areas, like with the top CEOs, with the top founders and all, you need to be prepared to be with them. And this whole process is what will prepare you. If you go through a shortcut, you will end up failing. People who actually win lotteries do get money, do get millions of dollars, crores of rupees. But because they mostly haven't gone through the process of earning that money, they don't know how to manage it. And 90% of people who win lotteries end up losing all of that money, and then they are back on their normal way or back to being broke. That is why going through the process is important. Yes, the goal is fancy, the goal is great, but the process is even more important because it prepares you to reach there. Now the question arises, if we know that we have to go through the process, then why do we even go for the shortcuts? Well, that is because our mind is wired that way. When we were hunter-gatherers, our mind did not look for the most progressive or the most helpful path. It would mostly look for paths that were the easiest. Why? Because at that time there was no certainty of whether you would even be able to eat the next day or not. That is why if you were to see that there's a cherry plantation 100 meters ahead from you, and there's a bigger and better cherry plantation across the mountain, you will never go across the mountain. You will instead just go to this average cherry plantation and eat from there. That is what the hunter-gatherer mindset is like. It looks for aversion from pain and instant pleasure. Our mind does not want pain because it is a sign that we are in distress. And in that hunter-gatherer time, it was not good at all. We needed to have that calm mindset. We need to have that kind of composure so that we could hunt better and that we could live better. That was it. That is why our mind looked to avert from pain as much as possible and focus on instant pleasures as much as possible. That is what happened. Through evolution, then this thing about instant gratification got stuck in our minds. It is still there, and that is why we run away from hard work. We think that the process is hard. The process is like climbing that mountain to get to the better cherry plantation, and that is why we settle for the average one. Even though we want to get to the best one, we settle for the average one. And that is the wrong mindset to have. Our society has completely changed. The agricultural revolution has happened, the industrial revolution has happened, and we are no longer sitting in the forest and eating there. We are living in houses. We are enjoying the internet. We are having food each and every day. And there is no uncertainty about basic survival. Our basic survival is sorted out. So, we need to get this trait out of our mind, but it won't go away easily. We need to consciously focus on it. So, what happens is that because this trait exists, we run away from hard work. Our natural response is, nah, this is too difficult, I won't do it. But that is not how you need to think. Even if it is hard, you need to consciously take action on that. You need to consciously do that process, go through that process, because there are no shortcuts, and the shortcuts that you are looking for will never lead you to success. A great example of how this plays out is weight loss. So many people want to lose weight. But do all of those people want to exercise and go to the gym every day? No. Let's just leave gym as well. Do all of those people want to walk for half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour every day, and also exercise and stretch a little bit even? No. What they look for is a tablet by a doctor that will make me lose 10 kgs in 10 days. The secret syrup that will make me lose 10 kgs in 15 days. And there are some kind of commercials that we see. Drink this and lose 5 kgs in 1 week. That is what people get attracted to. They don't want to give in the efforts. They want to get those quick results. And those quick results are always short-lived. That drink may help you lose some pounds or some weight. But if you really want to maintain that fitness, you need to exercise. There is no alternative way about it. This is the kind of mindset you need to develop from now on. Instead of worrying about how much hard work I have to do, think about and be grateful for that. See, yes, I am getting to do so many things. I am getting to go through this beautiful process, and I'll do it in the smartest way I can. You don't have to work hard, you have to work smart. And smart work does not mean that you take shortcuts. Smart work means that you go through the full process in the most efficient and less time consuming way possible. Shortcuts are actually foolish work. You are making a fool of yourself by going to shortcuts, because you will never get the good results. So keep this in mind. Remember that shortcuts will never lead you to success, and that you need to do smart work and not look out for shortcuts. Now you've understood this whole thing about shortcuts. Shortcuts will always lead you to difficult situations. They'll divert you from the main path, and they will not help you grow. Instead, what you need to do is keep all those shortcuts out. Be realistic. Be realistic about how much time and effort it will take for you to reach to your goal. And then do that. Give in those efforts and take action. Because just talking about these things will not help you grow. Doing these things, being smart, doing smart work, and going through the process is what will take you there. And if the process is painful, let it be. If you want to start your YouTube channel, but you are worried, what will people think of me? What if I don't have a good camera? What if I can't edit the videos properly? What if no one subscribes to me? And you don't want to go through that process where you need to make maybe hundreds of videos before someone starts watching you, or before a lot of subscribers start coming to you. You won't be able to succeed in the online world. You need to give in those efforts. You need to make videos every day. You need to make videos every week, and that is what will help you get to the next level. If you think that in just 10 days you will get 2 lakh or 3 lakh Instagram or Twitter followers, and then you will start earning money through sponsorships and all, that will not happen. The creators who are earning a lot of money today through their brand, through their personal brand, and through their social media have actually put in a lot of efforts for years before they got there. Just go to any top creators page. You'll see that they have been consistently putting out content for at least 1 year, and many times even more. And that is what has helped them get to the top level. If you post for 2 days and you don't get that result, it is unrealistic of you to expect that. If you post for 2 days and you are nobody in this online world and you get 2 likes, 3 likes, you should be grateful for that, and that should motivate you to do even more. As I said before, shortcuts will not lead you to success, and you observe the success story of any person in this world, whatever kind of work they do, and you will see that there is a lot of effort and process involved. So now what you need to do is identify the kind of process you need to go through, identify the steps you need to take, and then do that. That is what will help you succeed, and just keep focused on the main path. Don't go towards these, glossy and glamorous distractions and get rich quick or lose weight fast schemes kind of things. Don't go towards them. Be focused on the process, and you will go above the extraordinary. And from the first level, you will go to the 12th level, where you're finally in the league of people like Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Mukesh Ambani, and all of those. You deserve success. You deserve abundance, because I know that, and you also know that. You have been made for a specific purpose, and that is why you have come on this planet. And if you're willing to go through that process, if you're willing to fulfill that purpose, you will get a lot of abundance, you will get a lot of riches, you will get a lot of success in your life. You only need to believe in this initial process. You only need to go through this initial struggle and then keep striving for more and more, and you will get into the league of top people. So, are you going to do that now? Are you ready to go through the process? Because I want to see you at the top level. I am going to go through that process. I know exactly what I am going to do, what my path is, and I'm starting to take action on that. I'm not going for these unrealistic schemes and all. I'm focused on my path, and I want you to come along with me. I want you to take this journey to success along with me, that is without any shortcuts. I want you to comment below, I am with you. I am ready to start my success journey, because that way you will commit to yourself, you will commit to what you want to do, and that will be the first step that you will take to get to the top level. Also, do subscribe to this channel, because every day I'm sharing my learnings and my experiences with you as I grow, and I hope that they will help you become more positive and improve as well, and that will add positivity every day in your life by watching my videos. So subscribe for that, hit the bell icon so that a dose of positivity comes to you every day. Also, like this video, because it helps me grow and it helps you grow in return as well, and share it with as many people as possible so that more and more people understand this and become successful. I want to see you at the top. I want you to take this journey along with me, and I can guarantee you that it will be a well-lived and the most rewarding one. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.